This world is breathtakingly beautiful. Not so surprising that the multitude of its forms is bound to leave us awestruck. And how couldn't it? It has it all. Whether you're attracted to ancient history, enchanting landscapes, or even vibrant cultures, there's always something to cater to everyone's wishes. This video could go on forever if we start listing all those places. Just to name a few, there are the ancient pyramids of Giza in Egypt, the iconic skyline of New York City, the picturesque canals of Venice, the spectacular natural beauty of the Grand Canyon in the United States, the historic ruins of Machu Picchu in Peru, the enchanting beaches of Bali in Indonesia, and the vibrant streets of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Now, without any more delay, let's get started. Number 1. The Fairy Pools, Scotland. These fairy pools are found on the Isle of Skye, southeast of Glenbrittle Forest. Now, there's no actual explanation for the names, but the most probable one is the magical appearance of these pools. No wonder, with these flamboyant and radiant blue and green colors contrasting luminously against the orange and gray rock face, people labeled them with such a magical name. In fact, the water in these pools is often so motionless that you can even see the surrounding scenery reflecting in the water. If you plan on visiting, we recommend going on a slightly cloudy day when reflections in the water won't be interfered with by too much sunlight. Number 2. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. The Lost City and the City of Temples has generated innumerable legends of lost cities in the jungle. Undoubtedly, Angkor Wat is the top attraction in Cambodia. Not only is it the most extensive temple complex worldwide, but in fact, many tourists who explore the lost temple city Angkor Wat in the jungle say that it's even more awe-inspiring than seeing the sands of time and the Great Pyramids of Giza. This monumental site isn't just one temple. Rather, it consists of several spectacular temples. You can even see some vegetation growing over the ruins at some of these impressive temples. So, if you're into seeing lost history, this is definitely the place for you. Number 3. Sossusvlei Dunes, Namibia. This one is for adventure seekers, and if you're into photography, you need to bring your camera. These dunes are situated in the Namib-Naukluft National Park, which is the largest conservation area in Africa. The dunes have formed over millions of years, resulting from sand coursing from the Orange River into the Atlantic. This attraction is distinguished by the giant red dunes that surround it. Sossusvlei itself is a giant white salt and clay pan. So climbing these dunes provides a sensational view, including the Dead Vlei. It's a ghostly spectrum of dried white clay accentuated by structures of archaic camel thorn trees. Number 4. Mackenzie Basin, New Zealand. This place is a must on your bucket list if you're an astrophile. The Mackenzie is immaculate for stargazing as it's home to the largest Southern Hemisphere reserve at 4,367 square kilometers. It's none other than Aoraki Mackenzie International Dark Reserve. We have to say, picking Orion's Belt and the Big Dipper is even more challenging if there are hundreds if not thousands of stars diverting your attention from the task. And don't worry, this spacious terrain is connected with strict lighting management, guaranteeing you'll get a spectacular starry night sky scenery. Number 5. Lake Atitlan, Guatemala. This lake is truly a remarkable place. The spectacular scenery, deep culture, and pristine nature make Lake Atitlan a one-of-a-kind tourist destination. This lake is lodged in the hills of Guatemala. It's known for its eye-catching natural magnificence because not only is it covered by 3 magnificent volcanoes and so much local wildlife, but its calm and serene waters and enchanting shoreline have attracted tourists for centuries. Yet its beauty has only enriched with time. Not to mention, this lake is the dwelling of some native cultures who stick to their traditional lifestyle despite the transformations that come with the inflow of tourism in the area. This lake indeed combines indigenous civilization, waterside stillness, and yoga delight. You can cross this exquisite crater lake by boat. There, you can find the different pueblos, shop regional markets for Mayan craftworks, and sleep in treehouse-like lodgings. Isn't it remarkable? Number 6. Hitachi Seaside Park, Japan. Undoubtedly, Japan is a beautiful country, filled with countless attractions. But we're sure you have yet to hear of this one. This park is possibly Ibaraki's most favorite tourist destinations due to its field of flowers. It's famous for its exquisite blue Nemophila flowers, which bloom in spring from mid-April onwards, and also the bright red kochia bushes of autumn in around October. The Nemophila Baby Blue Eyes Festival has over 5 million blue flowers. These flowers bloom at the 3.5-acre Miharashi Hills. Honestly, it looks like a never-ending blue ocean. Not to mention, Miharashi Hills is 58 meters above sea level. It means that you can enjoy a great panoramic perspective of the flowers, blue sky, and the ocean all in blue. Number 7. Yellowstone National Park, America. This park, located in America, to be accurate, somewhere in between Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho, is the country's first and one of the most popular national parks. This place has everything, from the mysterious mixture of simmering pools to boiling geysers and rainbow-colored hot springs, shimmering lakes, ragged peaks, and lots of wildlife, elks, boars, and lions, to name a few. Not to forget, it coexists along magnificent forests and rivers full of rocks. So what exactly can you do here? A lot. You could pay a visit to Old Faithful, which is a rather punctual geyser as it erupts approximately every hour and 30 minutes. Or you could visit the Upper Geyser Basin and Geyser Hill, where you can see solitary, castle, and grotto geysers or morning glory pool. Other beautiful places in this park include the Grand Prismatic Spring, Fairy Falls, Dunraven Pass, Hayden Valley, the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, and Lamar Valley. Number 8. Jade Dragon Snow Mountain, China. China extends across an extensive area, a considerable part of which is covered with mountains. We've heard of Mount Everest and Kailash, but many other highly captivating ones exist. One of these is Jade Dragon Snow Mountain. Known for its idyllic landscapes, it constantly has snow splattered on it. It's quite an impressive view if you look from a distance, giving the appearance of a silver-white dragon, hence the name. This landscape is covered in snow, water, forests, and meadows, creating many famous lures on the mountain. Some of these include Gunhaizi, Yak, and Spruce Meadows. Not to forget the White River, also known as Blue Moon Valley. Number 9. Borneo. This interesting island falls under 3 countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. This is home to a few unexplored rainforests in the world and is actually the 3rd largest island in the world. But why would it be beautiful just because of that? Actually, not only does it have an abundance of wildlife, but has many natural tourist attractions like snorkeling, diving, or exploring the forests. The mystery just makes it more thrilling. You never know if you'll run into a tribal person, a fellow tourist, or a pangolin. Not just that, you can also go to the island's deep cave networks. In fact, in Sarawak, you can visit the Mulu Caves, part of Gunung Mulu National Park. Fun fact, these caves contain the most extensive underground chamber ever discovered in the world. Number 10. Mexican cenotes. First and foremost, what exactly are cenotes? They're naturally created swimming holes or caves in Mexico. Mainly, they're made by the collapse of porous limestone bedrock. It forms a cave opening in the river system. Hence, some cenotes are open air, while most have roofs intact. Cenote Tacpija. This one is hidden in the Tulum jungle. It's a full-on cave cenote lit with red lights. Yet, it has kept its natural charm. Not only is the water super clear here, but it's one of the lesser crowded ones. If you go snorkeling here, it's guaranteed to make you feel like a cave diver. Cenote Calavera. Next up, we have this one, also known as Temple of Doom. It earns its name from its appearance, like that of a skull, with 3 openings in the earth. It's a rather deep cenote in Tulum, loved by divers. Not only is it perfect for jumping from the sides, but there's a swing and a climbing rope as well. This is just a sprinkle, as there are allegedly over 6,000 various cenotes in Mexico. We can't mention every single one of them. And this is about it, everyone. How many places from this video have you added to your bucket list? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next one. Goodbye.